They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So the Clemson Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield.
He's got it for a big play. Look out on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Bringing it back. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Quick completion to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I hate being that guy to say, just take a dive, don't take a hit. When the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think of that.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation. Goal line, third down, touchdown.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive. More productive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Trying play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong.
Ernie on the Jets. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Grab behind the line. It's Ross. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Ross. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Stone. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And it always seemed like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds. You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football out.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of the drive wants to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the defense gets home with the pressure and knock him down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Well, that's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack. He's showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stoneberg? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
Makes the catch. It's Stone. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. On 3rd and long, he's have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They're risking giving up prime field position as they go for it on 4th and long from the 44. Wide receiver going in motion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Catches it at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. And off from the shotgun. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne.
Heading to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ready to get moving. A rather unproductive series last time, 3-0, and they'll try to do better this time around.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback that played with.
Time to take a shot. He's got it! And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Makes the grab. It's Ross. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Here we go. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Once he got some room, it was over. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're down 28-14, making it really important to put up some kind of score on this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here come the Irish back on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Ross. Well, that toe-tap catch had a little style, but not much substance on that.
No, the defense did a good job, too, using the sideline to their advantage. Using the sideline as a 12th man. There was nowhere for that receiver to go except get 1 foot down and get out.
Fires to the right. It's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. A strike downfield. Racing to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he makes the catch inside the 15. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Finds a soft spot. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Give to the running back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half, and one away for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
He leaves it with his back. At the 45 on his way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Oh, he's got a chance. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's White. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. The give from the gun. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Fresno State came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside Bulldog Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to the running game. Got enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Quarterback making checks. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Irish send out the punt unit. Cradles it at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Clemson jumps to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Caught close to the marker. It's Stone. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Breaks into the open. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter coming into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity.
Turns on the Jets. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. This one's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Those last 2 running plays, guys, were awful. Let's see if they try to convert through the air on 3rd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right, a 41-yarder from the left hash. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways. But the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking downfield on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires downfield. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And we say football is a game of inches. Man, I think when your field goal kicker hits the crossbar, you're living on that. And it's just short, and it doesn't climb up. It goes down and just inches away from being a really good kick.
Makes the catch down the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
As a quarterback, I used to love four-vert, right? If it's zone, you're trying to hit one of the guys running down the seam. If it's man, you have an opportunity maybe to hit one of the outside guys based on whatever your best matchup is. Nice job by the quarterback there, going to the right guy.
Clemson jumps to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll run the option. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Clemson set up with another first down. They want to run this quarterback. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Gonna swing it on second down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a third down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He makes the grab for the 2, but wait just a second. There is a penalty marker on the field.
Hold.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Gets the back moving. He'll set up to throw. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down. I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bickley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Buys a little extra time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're dealing with a second and long. That's reeled in. It's Bickley. There he goes. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
That's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. That's caught. It's lost. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Notre Dame would love to just bleed this clock dry. They'll give it to the back. Fights off a defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Well, let's hope he just throws this one away. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what